Alrighty, we're out here again in the shop. Just a little quick update. Can't remember if I showed this or not. We got the fuel tank all mounted. Just got to paint the bracket, get that taken care of, and then we can mount the fuel pump and get that plumbed in, and then that'll be done. Had a list of stuff that I needed to get ordered for the truck, some stuff I needed to get worked out, whether we're going to get new gauges or use the old gauges, and 6-volt gauges versus 12-volt gauges and all that stuff. But I think I found a little thing that will convert. You can run your wires through from 12-volt, and it goes through this little box that does its magic, and then you can run 6-volt gauges. So that's the plan, is we're going to use the original gauge cluster. So I'll show you a picture of the original one, and then so that's what it looked like. I took it all apart, cleaned it up, sandblasted the back case. It was all rusted, and this inside that was black, repainted it this bronze gold color. And it actually accents the tan of the dash quite well, I think. So I'm gonna slip that up in there, give you guys a little sneak peek on what that's gonna look like. So we got that cool dash in there. That's gonna look really good. Another I guess that'll stay there. Another thing, I ordered a key switch when I first started this project. I went through and ordered a bunch of parts. I just ordered the same key switch that I had used in my rat rod. Didn't really think about it, but when we went to look, the diameter of the threaded portion that sticks through the dash, I'll show you that. It's about 3/4 of an inch, and the hole in the dash is about 1 inch. So there was a problem there. Rather than buying a new key switch that would work for 20 bucks, I got on the little lathe at work and made this little brass bushing, so it has the right size to go through the dash here, and then a washer, and then a recess for the lip that would usually retain it in the dash on the back side, so it all sandwiches together and stays centered up. So we'll give you a sneak peek on how that all goes together. Turned out really good. It all fits together really nice. It was a fun little project to whip out there. Stick that through there, into the dash. There, just like that. So I think that looks pretty good. And then there's a piece of trim that bolts into these holes and comes down. It actually follows that curve really well, so that turned out pretty good. I was happy with that. Another thing that is this this ugly old hunk that we've got bolted on here. I've had a steering wheel in my eBay cart for a year that I thought would look good. So if I can get this nut out, we're going to take a look at it. I think this is going to be one of those things that really changes the feel of the inside of this truck, getting rid of this column, something that's or this steering wheel, trading it out for something that's a little bit cooler. I also got the cable shifter linkage. So that was pretty cool, and I found that kit because I'm fighting having my shift linkage come off down here past the brake pedal and this arm and the exhaust and everything there. I can actually route this cable to go up and around and back so that the shift linkage completely stays out of that whole area, which is gonna be pretty good. So that'll be cool. I'm just gonna finger tight this on so that we can take a look at it. So we got the adapter to go from the splines of the column to the 5-bolt hub for the steering wheel. I've kind of already pulled it out of the box and looked at it and messed with stuff, so the inside of here is going to be kind of tan, and I have the back of the cab area, like back here, is all painted black. Still not 100% sure what I'm going to do for a headliner in this truck, how to do that. I've never done that before, so that's going to be fun. But I do have sound deadener that I'm going to put over this that's black, so that's kind of why I went with this steering wheel, is to kind of tie in a little bit of the fancy with a little bit of the dark, but not too, I don't know what I'm trying to say, other than I think that this steering wheel is going to look good. And if it doesn't, I guess you can actually order like a new wood piece to go on here. It's different colors, or I could pull this one apart and sand the stain off of it, and because it's actually a real wood thing there. So, but I think that's going to clean up the look of this quite nicely in here. We're going to get a floor put in here in the next little bit. Start getting wires pulled. So getting ready to make some more progress. I just got to go get some adhesive to help glue the back window in. I'm ready. I got the trim all ready for it to go in. I've got new screws for all that. So we can get that window put in and checked off the list. So ready to start making some pretty decent headway on this project. Another cool thing we found is this micro LED amber indicator light. The plan with these, they're a little bit smaller than what I thought they would be, so I don't know what I'm going to do on that. But so there was old control knobs, choke and headlights and heater switches and all that stuff in these 4 holes here there. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna run the headlight switch in this hole and the wiper switch in that hole, and then we'll have 2 extra holes. So I'm gonna put these little amber indicator bulbs in those holes for the turn signal indicators. So that'll be pretty cool, but we got to figure out a way to bolt those in and make them look good. I might have to turn a little brass thing like that, except for this. I don't know, that would be tricky to do. We don't have a very small lathe, so I don't know if turning something that small in a good sized lathe is a pain or not. But we've got those. So lots of stuff getting piled up. I still got some more stuff coming. What else do I have coming? Oh, I got ordered some headlights for it. We're gonna have to, I just got the stock buckets have, from what I measured and the parts that I have, looks like they had a 7-inch lens on the inside of the housing. I don't know if it was a sealed beam lens in these or not. Basically, I ordered these headlights. They're actually for the bigger international trucks. But the price was right. They're matching set. They're in really good shape. So we're gonna use these, but I think I can get the 7-inch sealed beam to fit right in here. And then we'll just do a pigtail in behind it. And then we've got these chrome rings. That one has an extra hole in it. That one's got some dents, so we'll have to figure out what one we want to use on that. So we've got that to work with also. We'll have lights coming, headlights coming for that. I've got tail lights already. There's some that I've had for a while that I was going to use in another project that I don't have anymore, so we're going to use those on this truck. So we got lots of work to do, but we're getting to a point where I've got some parts stockpiled, so now just when I get time to get out here and do it, hopefully we can make some progress in a few days here. All right, we're back in the shop working on the International. I got the core support here cleaned up a little bit, sandblaster, and gonna try to get some tabs welded in to mount the radiator into the core support so that I can get it painted and get the gas tank bracket painted so that next time we work on it, that'll be done and we can finish up some other stuff. So I'm just gonna be trimming the ears off on the radiator, tacking in some tabs on the core support, and then just painting that stuff. So probably not a whole lot to see right now, but we'll take you along with what we got, and then there will definitely be more to see the next time we come out here. So just trying to get some more stuff ready and prepped for our next big day that we have to work on this. Alright, so I have the core support just bolted in quick. I'm gonna hold this up here so that I can get a measurement on the brackets, how much I need to trim off, and then we'll know what we got to do to fit it inside. I'm gonna grab some vice grips quick so I can clamp that to it. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty straight up and down right there. Maybe. Now I'm going to take a Sharpie in here and draw a line that will fit right inside this core support. Then we gotta trim those off. Let's see. Yeah, we probably want to trim those off and then hold it in there and see how it fits. And then see, because we can't go forward to the core support because our cap doesn't clear. So we've got to change these brackets to where our cap will just barely clear this to come out and clear the water pump pulley. So it's always something. Alright, so what I'm doing is I cut some pieces of 1 inch by 8 strap, and we're just gonna drill some holes in here, and then we'll take over and do like I did here, clamp them on to the side of the radiator and then drill through the aluminum. And then I just stuck those bolts in there to hold it, so I can stand that up in there, tack the steel, pull the bolts out, weld it so I don't ruin the aluminum, and then we can paint. So we're just gonna keep on going. I think my drill bit doesn't like that. Alright, now we can take it over, set it back in the grill shell, and tack it. Put a spacer down here to hold that up a little bit off the bottom of the grill shell. Still have a little room here. I think we'll be able to get that cap off good. Got good clearance between the pulley and the fan. So that makes it easier. I don't have to notch out that cross member anymore to fit the radiator, which I thought I was going to have to do. So now we'll take and we'll just tack zip, zip, zip right there. And then unbolt that radiator, weld those in, and we'll be set. We got the core support all welded up, ready to go. We got the straps for under the gas tank. We got the gas tank bracket. So I'm gonna slap some paint on that stuff, and we'll see you guys when we get back out here.